It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground is Michel. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to launch this thing. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Complete to
23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
His throw incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
The tackle
got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
2 yards on the play. And the Bills' first down.
On 1st down, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Newton on third down. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I'm guarantee you, they started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
49-yard line.
Again, Newton. This is White on the screen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
8-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Newton throwing again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 44, Allen looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. 7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Looking to run with Mack. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
1st and 10.
Big play there for New England. 42 yards. Newton on 1st down. Slant route caught by Edelman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
Michel, the ball carrier.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the 16, Newton. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready, set, 180. Tackles. Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Michel going to try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for Kingz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, Michel. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Michel, the ball carrier.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd and 9, Newton, and finding the tight end Wilson.
Newton's pass.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need...
And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long.
31's the mic. I'm scared. 31.
From the gun, Newton. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
The pass, fumble on the play, recovered by the offense.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Great. 8. 56 to Mike.
Here's Newton now on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it. It's Madden. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Tackle made at the 36.
A gain of 3, second down.
A pickup of 3.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
18 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Allen now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. To throw again. Allen. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Complete.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marlon Mack, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun. Newton. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Newton escaping the pressure right. He's going to look, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air again, Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now the Bills will take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Michelle, the ball carrier.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
James White. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michelle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots are back within a score.
For the extra point.
So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital.
21.
Fulk connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Here's Mack. And some space here. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Patriots take over.
On 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
New England on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
It's 2nd down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Allen finding Knox there, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Running out of the gun with White. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of a yard.
After the run, Newton going to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michelle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Michelle. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On 2nd down, here's a run with Madden. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Now Allen. Smith catches left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Allen to throw.
Pardon me, got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
By the Bills.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Tonight's final score, Bills 31,